Okay, so here we have a three-tiered pot. And there are three tiers. I'll try and get to this side that I just kind of did. And every year I do something different. Sometimes it's all yellow, sometimes it's all green, sometimes it's very tropical looking. This time, sorry, hate to break. Don't mind that. I'm going to be putting my gladiola bulbs in there. So I have to move it. A work in progress. So in this one, I just did pinks, kind of fuchsia color, and lime greens. You can't ever go wrong with a sweet potato vine. And this one, I don't know if it's called Marguerite, but it's a very aggressive grower, and I love it. I mean, sometimes it gets, I would say, 8 feet long, so I just kind of wind it around everything, and it looks great. Wave petunias, which actually are just doing great. Sometimes I don't have the best luck. This is a different kind in here. I think this is a Vista series, if I'm not mistaken. So that is probably the only difference. In here I think it's called a licorice vine. And then this is a type of sedum, which I just love touching. I love feeling that. And then in here I have lemongrass, and it looks small now. I had ordered this from Burpee, and they came in amazing shape, very small, but sometimes it's easier to plant the small stuff. This will get, I would say, 3 to 4 feet in height. So it will definitely be a focal point later, and it grows super fast. Definitely get lemongrass. I know they say that it's also a good repellent for mosquitoes. Well, maybe, but we've got thousands of mosquitoes around here, so I'm not going to do that because it's it's not going to keep away every one of them. I love this planter. It's my wood planter. I know it's kind of, this one really doesn't match this kind of theme, but I love this planter. And I think these colors play off the color in here. I love coleus. You will see I have coleus in a lot of stuff. And I just think the colors are so fun. And oranges. You will see I do a lot of oranges. And I had a sister who passed away from leukemia, and I know leukemia is an orange. And I kind of do it in memory of her. It's just, she tried. This is a creeping sedum. Oh, not sedum, it's creeping coleus. I love that. And I love the alyssum. I think it's lobularia. I think. Don't quote me. I love the scent, and it brings in a ton of bees. And then over here these are New Guinea impatiens. Kind of a tropical feel with this. Forgot what kind of a coleus this is. It's finally getting some new growth in here. Purple grass, which has done amazing. Again, I have a vine in here. I put it in the middle because I figure it can go out the back and it can come out the front, and whichever way, or I can just wrap it around. And then this is a Kingswood torch. I pinched it off so I can get kind of a bushier growth in there. I love New Guinea impatiens. Just keep them watered. Don't ever let them dry out. Seriously. These are called sun patiens. And they came in a 6-pack. And last year I couldn't find them, and this year I could. I love these. They get to shrub size. And I have mainly orange on the outside, and then inside I have a fuchsia color. And then sweet alyssum in here. Figure when you're walking up, it's just going to smell so good. And all four of these look the same. I used to do coleus in there, and it got too much. It overtook everything. And again, this kind of looks like a shrub-like appearance later on in the season. They do amazing. Just keep them watered. Don't let them dry out. They look like crap. Takes a bit. So that's that. I do have more, so stay tuned. I forgot to show you this. This is a new planting. I have, why am I drawing a blank? Black lace elderberry? I'm saying that questionable because I think that's what it's called, but I kind of drawing a blank. And then a heuchera. These are my 3 new heuchera. I thought the bright green with the kind of purpley foliage would be really cool. And it's looking really good. Again, I don't have a lot of luck with heuchera, so hopefully they do come back. I'm a little nervous about that one, but I always like to experiment. And I have this. I am drawing a blank again. Why am I drawing a blank? It'll come to me. Now, this is a type of house plant that they had. All three were planted together. The Wandering Jew, not baby's breath. Well, someone will know. I know what it's called, but for some reason it's just... So this is doing really good. I have another coleus in here. This one, for some reason, doesn't look like it's doing too good. I have to come in and clip that. But coleus is so tough. Oops, I wasn't even in the picture there. And then, same thing in here. I have the houseplant kind of mixture. I love that. That looks really good. It's taken off something fierce. I will go over here, and then I'll come back to the back part. And then this I have, I think it's an upright fuchsia. If I'm not, I have the takes all in there. I kind of keep them in the back stuck. So it's like I can always see what did good, what didn't do good. Then I have a wishbone flower. I like the color because I think that there's a little peachy oranginess in it. And then as you can see with this coleus, there's a little purple. So I think it all kinds of plays off the colors of each other. There's some lime green on the tips. So then that coleus back there looks really good. So I'm really liking this planter. And then I have some coleus planted back there. I just left the two. I know that sometimes coleus can overtake, and sometimes I think if you give it the room to grow, it just does really wonderful. I might put something else in there. I don't know. It does look a little bare. I like the color. It just pops. Here I did those houseplant ones, the Wandering Jew. I do have a take. I can probably quick look. And in the middle there, I have oxalis. Let me see if I can step in my garden. I just love that. So it's really looking good. Pardon me for my cold and my voice. Oh, there's a bug. 3 different kinds of coleus. It just kind of came in a 6-pack, so I thought, oh, that will look good here. Got a little head forming there. That's filled up really good. I love the curly leaf ones. I think they look really cool. They're doing really nicely back here. I was going to do a trailer, but as you can see, it's kind of like hosta land. So it would just kind of be climbing all over the hostas, and I didn't want that. I think that's supposed to get maybe a foot in there. It's big enough for that area. I got one of these. I think it's for your solitary bees, mason bees, or leafcutter bees. Not sure what. I haven't seen any action. But I do whatever I can to help wildlife and sustain, especially bees. I'm a little nervous about losing our bees. Oh, okay. I'm like, where am I going? So then I'm off over here. This is my deer. He's metal. His head is kind of to one side. I don't know why. I think the metal's just kind of corroding. I had some extra sun patience, so I just plopped it in there. I like to use everything up that I can. I don't like to just jam pack a container full of stuff because I think you can overcrowd it. Don't tell the nurseries that, but I do think that it is overcrowded at some point. And you can see I had some extra of the coleus in there. I really like that one. And then again, the orange and the fuchsia, bright pink. I'm not sure what you want to call it. It's just gorgeous. It pops. I know some people think maybe it's a little too much color. Not with me. I ordered a lot of the lemongrass. Last year I loved the way it did. It got huge. I love the way it rustles when the wind blows. And then also when it gets into fall, it's a great fall interest with the grass. It's, like I said, 3 or 4 feet tall. Can't go wrong. That's a work in progress there. I have to move my garlic chives. That's an extra of my pepper plants. I just feel so bad getting rid of it. I hate killing anything. Some more lemongrass. Not sure if I'm going to keep the blue pot there. I just think that this has a lot going on in there. Not complaining. I think that this one of my favorite areas. Birds love it too. Okay. Let me just plug in my little water feature. I used to have a water feature fountain at some point. A lot of work. The tubing kept getting plugged up or kinked, and it's just all summer I was futzing with it. And mosquitoes. Not too bad. Not complaining a whole lot, but. And then 3 different types of coleus. I love it. I think that one might be called Saturn. I'm not sure. I love how all the colors just kind of play off of one another. This is just a coleus container. It just screamed to me. I had to do it. And then this is my water lettuce fern here. I have one. It looks a little lonesome, but with the temps that we're going to be getting and this water heating up, it spreads like wildfire. So I just got one. This one will actually fill the entire container. One year I think I had 3 containers of the water lettuce. And I mean, they're really cool. The foliage on it is soft and velvety. But yeah, it puts out babies like nuts. I think it's already got one going right here. And then this is a smaller version of papyrus grass. Baby tut, maybe? I put the rocks in there just to kind of keep it sturdy. My rain barrel, which is full again. Yay. This only gets morning sun. I know you're saying the sun is shining. How can this be here? This is shady stuff. That just morning. So I have 2 types of coleus in here. I love this. I think this is Vino. Love the black. And again, I do the New Guinean patience, sun patience, whatever you want to call them. This is the stuff here. Not bridal wreath. And I love this. This is a type of wandering Jew. Bright green. And I think all the colors kind of play off one another. Because you have this right here, or if you turn the leaves upside down, they're purple, so it goes with that purpley black. And then the leaves on here that are outlined in kind of a chartreuse color. Of course, the orange is in here. So I have 2 pots like that, and one over here. They get giant. At some point in the summertime, you can't even see the pot. You don't even know there's a pot under there. Waiting to be planted. But we had a lot of rain, so now I have to wait again. Petunias. Then in here, I have lemongrass. And, was it Vista Series petunias. Sweet potato vines, 2 different types. This was a little purplier. I'm thinking maybe better in part sun, just because it'll keep the color. Let me just flip it up. Oh, see, you get the purple there. So it kind of plays off of all the colors in here. Again, kind of keeping with the lime green. This is a lantana. That loves the heat, so it's finally starting to look pretty decent. Then in here, this is kind of anything and everything. There's no rhyme or reason. I think this is a smaller variety of Cosmos. There's a scent to it. It's really nice. Biddens, I like that. And then again, I had another Sun Patient, New Guinea Impatient. So I plopped it in there. I don't waste. Not when gardening is as spendy as it is. I'm not complaining. Another petunia in here. I love this color. I think I have 3 of those in there. That's all. I don't like to overcrowd things. It's a really big pot. But I know, whoops, this is King Tut papyrus grass. And I know how big that gets. That gets 7, 8 feet tall, massive. So you can see I have a lot of open areas in my pots. And my thing is, it gives it room to grow. Most people would probably look at this and say, oh my God, bare dirt. You had to put something in there. No, I know this stuff will all fill in at some point. And if you give the plants room to grow, they actually just look better. When I first started out doing my own pots, I just crammed everything in. I would have so many. Yeah, you do want that effect, that full, lush effect. But halfway through the season, you're either pulling them or cutting them, or they're just not thriving as good because they're all struggling for nutrients, soil, you name it. I mix my own soil. I do not like a soilless mix. I do like a garden soil, heavier, with the potting soil and mix it up. It's more doable. I used to do just the potting soil. I don't like that. And then again, this one. There's still room for it to grow. I know how massive Coleus gets. And massive. Yes, I do end up pinching it, but it still gets really bushy. And when I first planted this, everything was maybe a third of this size. It's doing, 3 weeks? Unbelievable. But again, I like to give my plants room to grow, and eventually it will all fill in and look amazing. I can wait. I waited through winter. I can wait a little bit longer. So this is it for my pots. Maybe some of you are saying, oh, that's not a lot. And then some of you are saying, holy cow, is she nuts? Because it does get a little spendy. I used to buy my pots, and it's just, now I experiment. It's fun. It puts your own flair, and when people come by and they're like, wow, that's amazing. And you can say, yep, I did that. You can take credit for it. I love Coleus. I know I haven't said it enough, or maybe I have said it too much, but I love Coleus. I love grasses. I love the fillers. I like the spillers. I like petunias. It's just sometimes I think that they can get a little bit leggy. So hopefully that doesn't happen over here. I do have a lot of petunias in this area. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. Hopefully it's one of those good years. All right, bye for now, and I'll talk to you later.